And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Raiders offense and Jacoby Myers set for their next drive. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. The drive begins with a run by White. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Another run here with White. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. From the gun on third down, Richardson. That's caught. And he will score. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Raiders. His first touchdown of the new campaign. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The Cowboys offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. He's got it! And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 7 yards.
Yeah, here we go. Wait.
On the play fake, Dak. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Raiders has got it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
To the right side, hauled in by Myers. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's first and 10. On first down, it's White. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll go again with White. And he'll work his way down inside the 40. Malik Hooker there on the tackle. What can they do here on third down and 7? On third down, it's White. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down. On first down, right back to White. Not much. Second and long coming up. He'll try the right side with White. Trying to tiptoe around the defenders there. He'll wind up with a gain of 5. Here now, third and 5. A give left side for White. They'll look to pick up the pace. He'll go. It's White. And he's going to have a Raiders first down. Oh, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
And he'll be taken down. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal to the 5-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. On the handoff, it's White. A second effort, and he is in. Zamir White, touchdown Raiders. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. He's able to get away for one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
Yeah, here we go.
Now Dowdle. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Marcus Epps up from the secondary to make the tackle. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Raiders offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. First down throw there is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's a give up the middle with White. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Dak.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Big play coming up. This is third down. In motion, Lamb. On third down, Prescott. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. A gain there of 15. First down, Cowboys. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. A quick slant taken by Lamb. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. They'll go play action. It's Prescott. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He'll try to carry that ball loosely, and it is out. One of the Raiders has got it. Oh, big hole left side. He's to the 40, to the 20. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Raiders. That one off the left upright, but it bounds in. High degree of difficulty, but the doink gets a point. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And it's been a struggle. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts.
Let's go. That shit was crazy what just happened.
Yeah, here we go.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. That's caught by Lamb. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Dak. In trouble, and down he goes. Christian Wilkins, the former Dolphin, in there to bring him down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Yeah, here we go.
Throwing is Prescott. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's Dak to throw. And that is
Come on,
incomplete.
pick that shit.
He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical backbreaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Huff.
Let's go.
So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Now the kicking team here will take a timeout. On 1st and 10, Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That's to Ferguson once again. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. And that ball incomplete. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Prescott again. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Again, Prescott to the air. Now he'll run. Dak wisely hits the deck at the end, but he slides after picking up the 1st down. Now the Raiders going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Yeah! Kill!
Here's Prescott. He's got it at the 7. And he's going to be taken down. Dak to throw. And he will power his way into the end zone. Dak Prescott, touchdown Cowboys. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point by Aubrey is good. The Cowboys back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. And this is taken in by the defense.
Well, that recovery certainly makes things a little more interesting, but you're still down 2 possessions, so you've got to work fast, score quickly, and then line back up and recover another one.
That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. 1st down, Prescott. He'll look underneath here and find Dowdle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now, 2nd and 4. To the air again, Prescott. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Now, a big 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll throw again. Dak. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Here is 1st and goal.
Yeah, here we go.
Back to throw is Prescott.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Prescott. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And this is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute, and it may just be enough to get them a victory. 1st and 10. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. That's caught downfield by Tucker. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0.
Let's go now, let's go.
And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Y'all, let's see. Let's get game 2 started. I mean, game 3, week 3. All right, let's see if we can do this one. That was Dallas. That was a little tough. They're 0-2. What? Broncos 0-2. And run inside. They're gonna. Nah, we got the. We're gonna go defend deep. Offense, we can run up the middle. Let's get it. I got a question about halfback breakout. Week 3, let's see. Okay, I got you. So we gotta get 100 rushing yards with Zamar. He gets a X factor basically. That's what I'm thinking he's gonna get is the X factor. Or at a certain point we could get X factor. All right, let's go. This against the Broncos.
It's week 3 of the National Football League, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Broncos and the Raiders, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Just texted him that?
Yeah, earlier this morning.
Okay.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Nix to throw right away. That's going to be caught by Rivers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The first carry now. This is Williams.
Let's go.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Nix. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away.
And the Raiders have got him.
Let's go.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
Come on, Wilkins. Let's see a good game, boy.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field.
Mayers, I'm going to need you,
boy.
boy.
Look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it
A
with his
little
arm or his
razzle-dazzle.
legs. Their mobile QB.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even
Thanks for
keel.
tuning
Doesn't
in.
let too much ruffle him.
Subscribe
He
if
will
you're not
manage
new.
the game the way it
Thanks
needs
for
to be
tuning back
managed,
in.
take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Yeah, I did that. I think it's 2 picks.
First carry of the game for Zamir White. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
For 60 yards.
The numbers for White a week ago, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Put those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. On third down, a
So
run
then,
from
man, we
White.
got.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. Richardson going on fourth down, eluding the pressure right.
Let's
Big
go.
yards there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Mancovers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Opting to run again here with White, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. That is caught. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They'll run. Here's the rookie out of Clemson.
Damn.
Down right around the 25.
All right, all right.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
All right, Tucker. So you're going to swap you real quick.
Play action. Now Richardson. That's caught by Myers.
Come on.
And they'll get this down to the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Richardson on 4th down. Forced out to his left. And he is in. Touchdown. Anthony Richardson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 13 carries, 69 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
To throw is Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Yep.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one complete. It's Devon Vele. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Raiders defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. 6-0 our score after 1.
Yeah.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. To throw, here's Nix. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Nix to the air. Over the middle, he finds Vele. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's Nix. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Finding Sutton on the out route who makes the catch. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Nix from the shotgun. Touchdown, Broncos. Marvin Mims from 6 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
Here's a diving catch right side. And he's going to be dropped quickly right there at the 48, a couple yards shy of midfield. Off play action, Richardson. It's Myers again with another catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Now a handoff up the middle. Barton. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
So there's a mark.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Richardson to throw off play action. Open man right side, Myers. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. Richardson looking to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Denver offense at the line ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Down the right sideline. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 34. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Nix. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. Out route complete to Dulcich. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Nix Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Greg Dulcich, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action with Richardson. That's caught by Myers. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Richardson off the play fake. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. To throw is Nix. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
After this series, I'll stop it here.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raiders offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Touchdown, Broncos! Marvin Mims, his second touchdown of the afternoon.